All right. So in order to create the website, we have to plan it at first. And therefore, I am using ChatGPT for planning the project. So this is very, very important. If we plan the project in the wrong way, then the entire project will be finished. All right. It will go in some other direction. So let us now come to ChatGPT, and here I will tell I will create a website to sell, or maybe I will create a website to sell courses and digital products. Then let us give it the color, the way that we want to create this website. I want to use light busy with some elements or abstracts plus neon color, neon green color. Name of the project is Webotep Lab. Then we will use React and Node plus Postgres. All right. Now give me prompt to create the website. Okay, so everything is now good. We have got the landing page, build, learn, and launch, CTA buttons, then animated abstracts, marketplace, product details, user dashboard, admin panel, core functionalities. Okay, perfect. So here now I will tell that at first, give me the prompt to set up the project. So in the meantime, we will now go to the folder where I want to create the project. So I want to create the project here. So I will create a new folder, and let's say I will give it a name called lab. And then we need to have any IDE. And for this project, I have used the IDE called Antigravity from Google. You can either use Cursor, you can either use Antigravity, Visual Studio Code, whatever you think is best. Okay, so but for the time being, for this project, I am using Antigravity. So here I have created the project. Okay. And then I will again open the anti-gravity, and here I will drag and drop the folder. Before that, we have to do some pre-checks, like you have to install the Node Package Manager, NPM, on your computer. Okay, so how can you install that? For that, you can simply go to Google and search install NPM, enter, and we will go to this website, and here you have got the command. Okay, so if you are using Mac OS, this is the command for Mac OS. If you are using Windows, here you have to go and click on Windows. If you are using Linux, you have to go and use this prompt. You can simply copy the entire prompt. So for the time being, as I'm using Mac, so I will copy the entire prompt. Then I have to go to terminal. Even on Windows, you can go to PowerShell or terminal, paste the enter command and hit enter. It will do all the setup for you. All right. Now we came here, and then we will go to ChatGPT, and now we need the prompt to create the project structure. So create a full stack project name. We got a lab using React frontend, Node with Express backend, and PostgreSQL database with a clean, scalable architecture and ready to run setup. Okay, so here I will do one change. The database that we will be using, we will use the Neon DB for the time being, so that we can launch the website at a very less amount of time. So I will go to neon.com, and then I have to log in here. So let me simply click on the login button, and here I will click on the Google login button. Then I will again be clicking on my email ID. We have to wait for a few minutes. Then I will go and click on new, And here I will be giving the name Vivotep Lab. All right, everything is now fine. We can choose any region. Let me see if we can see Asia. Yes, we can see Asia Pacific, and I am using Singapore. And then I will click on the create button. Okay, so we have now connected the DB, and let me go here. Okay, so we have now connected the DB, and we will copy the entire code, and then we will again go here. I will use Neon DB for Postgres. So now I have got the updated setup prompt. Create a full stack project Vivotep Lab using React, Fight and Tailwind, Node.js Express, and then PostgreSQL via NeonDB. I will now copy the entire prompt, database tables, users, products, orders, categories. We will discuss later what exactly are these database tables, and output expectation. Okay, so let me again go here. Okay, so now it omitted the requirements. So I will tell give me full prompt with requirements and setup. I just want to let my IDE know what exactly we are going to create. Build a full stack web application called Vivotep Lab to a platform to sell courses, source code, and digital products using modern scalable architecture. Tech stack, React and Tailwind. So everything just like earlier. And yes, everything is now fine. And here we have to configure the Neon DB. Okay, and it also gave some commands to create a few tables like users, categories, products, orders, or order items, okay, pages, layout, theme, API integration. All right. So I will now copy the entire prompt. I will simply copy the entire prompt from build a full stack to output expectation. And I will go here to Antigravity. For the time being, I am using Gemini 3 Flash because it consumes a very less amount of what we call credits. And here I will go and click on planning, and then I will hit the run button because I want to plan at first rather than creating the project directly. All right. Okay. So let us wait and watch again. We have to wait for a few minutes. And now we got the implementation plan. Okay, so propose changes, new Vivotep Lab. The root directory contain frontend and backend. For the backend, we are using Node.js plus Express. Okay, so we have the server. Inside the server, the dependencies that we got: Express, cores, .env, pg, JSON web token, bcrypt, and multi. Architecture config dash db.js. In this way, we have got everything. Okay. So inside lab, it created another project, another folder called Vivotep Lab. And then here we got the client, the DB, the server. So we have to do one more thing. So I don't want to store the DB credentials inside a folder called DB. Instead of this folder called DB, we want to create a .env file, and we want to create it inside the .env. Let the IDE create everything at first, and then we will make some changes. Okay, now let us come here. We have set up the project, and then we will go up. We will go up, and we have to create the pages now. All right. Okay. So I will go here again. Now give me the name of the pages along with its contents. So I just want to know what are the pages that we have to create and what are the contents that we need. So at first we need the home page. And in the home page, we want to show a hero section, a slider, which will keep on sliding. Then featured products, categories, why choose us, testimonials, CTA. We have to make some more changes here. Then we have to create the marketplace. Then we have to create the product detail page. Here we have in the marketplace, we will be displaying all the products. And in the product detail page, we will show the details of the products. Then we will have to create the user dashboard, login and register, user dashboard, admin panel, categories page, about us, contact us. So I think I missed the courses page. Okay, so what we can see now in the marketplace itself, it is showing the course and code. Okay, okay, perfect. We can even do in this way too. All right. Okay, now I will ask this AI, give me full prompt to create the home page first. And on the backend, I can see that it is now creating the enter project. So here we can see to create an app in one go, run create via directory and install with npm and start. It is asking me yes or no. We have to wait for a few more minutes. So I will simply skip this step. Okay. And once it is ready, we will then check the enter structure. So inside the DB, we can see it only created the schema, not the DB credentials. So we don't have to worry about it. And if I just open the server folder, I can see the .env file. And inside this .env file, we will now be pasting the PostgreSQL file. Okay. All right. We have to wait for some more time. Okay, I'm still waiting. It is taking some more time. I think it will take around 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, so let us do one thing. We will now open the terminal. Okay, terminal and then new terminal. Here we will simply write npm run dev. Let us see. So I can see the project has not been fully imported. We have to wait some more time. Okay, perfect guys. So I can see the project has been fully imported. And okay, so let us now run npm run dev, and we can see that there are some more errors. So at first now let us fix the neondb issue. I will copy the entire prompt. Sorry, not the prompt. I will copy the entire credential and we will tell for neon db use this one. All right, so till we get all the codes, let us now see the entire project structure. We have the client, we have the server, and we have the database schema over here. Okay, so basically we will have to be working on the client and the server part. So let us simply click here. Okay, so we have to wait for a few more minutes. It will now create all the pages one by one. If we now go to clients and then public, sorry, if I now go to clients and then source, and then if I go to pages, we can see dashboard, home, login, marketplace, product details, register. For designing the UI, we will not be using the Gemini 3.0 Flash. Instead, we will be using Claude Sonnet or maybe Claude Opus. Okay, so we won't be using the Gemini because Claude Sonnet and Claude Opus gives us more better design as compared to the Gemini. But at first, let the Gemini design all the pages, and then we will be modifying it in the next lecture. Okay, now let us ask the AI to integrate the NeonDB. And we will go to two directories. The first one is client. And here we have to define the Vide API URL. And then we have to go to server. Inside server, we can see the env.env file where we have to update these details. Now we will again be running npm run dev. We can still check that there are some issues with it. So let us now copy the enter prompt. So in this course, we won't be discussing much about these errors. How can we solve these errors manually? Because everything is now being handled by the LLM models like Gemini Chat, Gemini 3.5, 3.0 Flash. Okay, so the issue was simply like we did not enter into the main directory. So we have to enter into the main directory, then only we will be able to run this command. So I have to go to this directory. So I'm basically running the app from the lab folder. We have to go to cd and then webot dash lab, and now I have to run npm dash dev. And now here we got the URL localhost slash colon 5173. And here we got the website. So this is the first layout that we have got right now. We have to do a lot of modifications here. So we will be doing it in the next lecture.